We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Cecilia Brækhus. She's 5'7" with a reach of 66.9 inches. And here is the Empress, Alicia Napoleon. She's 5'5" and has a reach of 68.1 inches.
Nobody knows who's going to win. You can have an argument for the winner on both sides, but this is that fight. We'll be talking about this fight for years to come.
The First Lady of Boxing, Cecilia Brækhus, one of the greatest female fighters in the history of this sport. The Empress, Alicia Napoleon, fighting out of New York. This middleweight won the championship back in 2018.
Oh, pure bad blood.
And with that, let's go into the ring. And the Hall of Fame announcer himself, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Bergen, Norway, an undisputed women's welterweight champion of the world, the First Lady of Boxing, Cecilia Brækhus. Fighting out of the blue corner, fighting out of Lindenhurst, New York, here is the women's super middleweight champion of the world, the Empress, Alicia Napoleon Espinosa.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
Listen, when you've got two people that want to fight, two fighters that really dislike each other, you're going to get more than a fight.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Straight right just misses. Nice counter. Nice counter punch right up the middle. The perfect counter lands. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. The jab doesn't quite connect. With so much hype surrounding this match, I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
Just see the nerves on that fighter stepping into the ring, Todd. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Left hook just missed. It's all offense all the time. Trying to land that jab. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Brækhus in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Somebody don't get complacent. You think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
What you want to do, good work. You were thinking, you were smart. Better boxer. Just get back out there and focus. You're betting on this. I've seen so much more.
And there's the bell to start round two. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Nice counter shot. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. She wasn't ready for that counter. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Well done with that counter shot. That hook was off target. The straight right just misses. Nice counter shot by her. Unlucky to miss with that jab. They exchange punches. Cecilia Brækhus goes down. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
Where did that come from? What a shot. One, two, three, four. You are right.
Let's talk about Brækhus in that last round. You gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's gonna be we just saw.
To make or break a fighter.
To win this round. Get your mind back, get your focus. Okay, that was a great round. You're fighting smart, you're staying ahead. Mix it. Just get your shots off. Just don't give her anything. It's only one variation that she won't have a clue what's going on. Stay one step ahead and you will step all the way through count.
Let's get it started in round 3. So she's back in her corner, Johnny, but you gotta believe this is just a calm before the next storm. Her opponent is gonna swarm her again as soon as that bell rings.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
A perfect counter shot. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Nice counter shot. Carries that jab away. Her stamina is off the charts. Good counter punch. Beautiful counter shot. And the Empress is down. Wow, let's take another look at that.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Oh, she knows now. She can smell blood. She's just not got to get trigger happy. Be smart with the shot. Be sneaky. Pretend you're going to go for somewhere else in the body. And then...
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Talk about Alicia in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Focus, center, and what you want to do. Nah, good work. Now, I don't want you to load again. Once you're back out there, get your boxing back on. As soon as you start doing your thing, take her out.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? She's got a minute to collect herself, and boy, does she need it, because you know her opponent is going to come out blazing, looking for another knockdown to start this round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
What a shot, and down goes Brækhus. Lincoln, you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
I need to see that again.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
The straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. When are we going to see a jab from these two? That counter shot lands. Let's talk about Brækhus in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back the next round.
Get back out there and win. Great work, I love that. You've been doing so well. Those jabs are slick. She's flustered. Let's go out there and let's reset. Forget about that round. Just do what you're doing. You're already doing great. Just keep it going. Great. Get your mind.
Back into the fray here in round 5. So that's a 10-8 round. Got to turn things around here, Johnny. What do they do?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Punches have to hurt. Miss with that jab. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. She got clipped by that counter. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Can't find a home for that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Brækhus in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Round. Let's go out there and let's reset. Forget about the round.
Shots, but you're not missing your powers. Okay, so just keep that up. Keep that going. Don't forget.
And there's the bell to start round 6. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Sometimes when you get nervous, some that's so powerful, you've got to think them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
Big swing and a miss with the hook. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the
First Lady of Boxing has to go down. She really knocked the wind out of her with that punch, and she can't stay on her feet any longer. Let's see it again.
shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Talk about Brækhus in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Focus back, get that jab back.
Right, great round, great round. Now relax, relax. I don't want to
Don't give her anything. It's only one round that you've lost. Don't worry about
her up, so just keep her moving, get her where you want her. Get her in the corner, beat her.
And there's the bell for round 7. Desperate times call for desperate measures, Johnny. She just got dropped in that last round. Got to change something in the game plan here to turn this around.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
She scores with that counter. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Nice job blocking the hook. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, John.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight, fiery fight. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. How about that time counter shot? Punch, counter punch. So much firepower here. Good counter shot by her. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Brækhus in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
What we need to do now is refocus.
You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. I need...
But you're not missing your powers. Okay, so just keep that up. Keep that going. Don't forget.
Get back out there.
And we enter the 8th round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Good counter punching. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. The straight right just misses. She catches and counters. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Brækhus in that last round. Well, this fight is not going to plan for her. She's got to figure something out. You wonder if her trainer is going to give her some advice here.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Your variation, she won't have a clue what's going on. Stay one step ahead, and you will stay on top.
Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Catch and shoot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Nice defense blocking that counter. pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That jab misses. Needs to be careful that she doesn't punch herself out. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Brækhus in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Focus. You just need to recenter. That was a bad round. Doesn't matter.
I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking out there for one shot at a time. Set her
Fast. You're already on the level ground. Just get ahead again. Okay, so just focus. Breathe again.
This is the 10th. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That hurt her bad, and down goes Cecilia Brækhus. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
A shot from the gods took her out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Oh, what a shot! What a shot! You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.